We regret to announce the death of Marie Veronique Thomas, better known as Rosabelle or Maelia of Saltibus, who passed away at the Victoria Hospital on Monday, May 13, 2019 at approximately 5 p.m. She was 96 years old. She was predeceased by her daughter, Teresa Butt. Left to mourn are her two daughters, Patricia Thomas of Saltibus, Dolina Thomas of Saltibus. One son, Clement Thomas, caretaker at the Sufra Primary School. Her grandchildren, Gerald Butt, teacher at the PI Secondary School, Valencia Butt of Hospital Road, Christopher Butt, employed with Baghdad Limited, Trevor Donnelly, businessman of Grosley, Marcella Butt, better known as Simona of Hospital Road, Gary Butt, artist of Hospital Road, Shauna Butt of Hospital Road, Chester Butt of Hospital Road, Winston Butt, better known as BB of Hospital Road, Grayton Thomas, employed with Chevy Tire Shop at the American Drywall Building, Castries, Electa Pierre of PI, Brian Pierre of PI, Davis Thomas, security guard at Suffolk Courthouse, Kelvin Thomas of Castries, Kieran Thomas, electrician of Saltibus, Sheldon Thomas of Saltibus, Ted Thomas of Guyabois, Petra Thomas, her caretaker of Saltibus, Nesbert Thomas of Castries, Nigel Thomas of Saltibus, Gilbert Thomas of Pave, Daniel Thomas of Saltibus, Valiana Clessin of Soufrière, Kelvin Thomas of Saltibus, Jennifer Thomas of Lafargue, Kenthia Thomas Alexander, better known as Shanna, employed at Massey Stores Waterfront, Castries, Kerry Thomas, employed with J.E. Bergas Limited, Tama Thomas of Laquamingo, her great-grandchildren, Queen Butt of Saltibus, Anancia Butt, Imbert Butt, Noelisa Butt, better known as Baby Lily, Terrell Butt, Giovanni Butt, Emron Butt, Rashad Butt, Donovan Thomas, Yanika Butt, Alistair Trudy Mitchell, all of Hospital Road, Michael Donnelly of Rivière Mittal, Trevon George of Bois d'Orange, Honest Donnelly of Lafargue, Dimitri Donnelly of Rivière Mittal, Ezekiel Donnelly of Rivière Mittal, Lucky Thomas, Nadine Thomas, Tommy David, Omia Thomas, all of Hospital Road, Mia Joanna Joseph of Foisson, Fabian Raymond of Foisson, Kitani Dupre of Trois-Pitons, Tyler Thomas of Bocage, Leanne Thomas, Josanne Thomas, Jan Thomas, all of Lafargue, Petal and Swain Thomas, Donnell Smith, Randy Montoute, Liam Thomas, all of Saltibus, Herman, Minell, Ada, and Nathan Bray, all of Lacroix, Kurt and Katisha Herman of the USA, Cheyenne Placid, Isaac Thomas, her great-great-grandchildren, Chanel Joseph, Cornelia Marriott, Jacob Thomas, Enrica David, Antonia Sicobel, all of Hospital Road, Castries, daughter-in-law, Esther Thomas of Soufrière, granddaughters-in-law, Claudia Butt of Pave, Jeanette Thomas of Grace Fairford, grandsons-in-law, Janelle Alexander of Balata, Augustus Clessin of Soufrière, best friends, Thomas Fenton, better known as To, a farmer of Jetwin, Andrew Peter, teacher at PI Secondary School, Fatman Saltibus, farmer at Saltibus, Glenn Saltibus in the USA, Mariana Smith and Moses Haynes of Saltibus, Patricia Fawn, better known as Miss Patch of Hospital Road, Myrtle Randolph of Hospital Road, Shannon George, better known as Charmaine of Hospital Road, Christine Aristide of Bonterre, Asia Josephat in the USA, Madeline Leon, better known as MacDay in the USA, Philomena Gilbert, better known as Philo of Babonneau. Also left to mourn Thomas Thomas and family of St. Croix, Maryland, Chicago, Texas, and Canada, Drain Schools, better known as Johannes of Wapatat, Virginia Flood of Marcia, Nelson Stephen from Choiseul, Trevor LaForce of Castries, Rogers Alexander, better known as Sonny, Merencia Monrose of Saltibus, Mariana Fenold and family of Saltibus, Flora Smith and family of New York, Bethelina Fenold and family of New York. Also left to mourn children and family of her deceased brother Edmond Thomas, who was better known as Norton of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased sister Josephine Thomas, who was better known as Tomicia of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased brother Gaiman Thomas of Bellevue. Children and family of her deceased brother Joseph Thomas, who was better known as Tommy of Bellevue. Children and family of her deceased brother Ernest Thomas of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased brother Elexon Thomas of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased brother Daniel Thomas of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased sister Madeline Thomas, who was better known as Elvina of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased sister Philomene Thomas, who was better known as Jetwin of Deriso. Children and family of her deceased sister, who was known as Shukulut or Mabish of Pomore's Goodlands. Also left to mourn the Thomas families of Bellevue, Deriso, Blanchard, Denry, Peru, Grace, and Barbados. The Florin family of London Road, Deriso. The Marcelin family of Deriso and abroad. The community of Saltibus, Bellevue, and Blanchard, Deriso. The funeral service for the late Marie Veronique Thomas, better known as Rosabelle or Ma Elie of Saltibus, will be held on Thursday, May 30th, 2019 at 3:30 p.m. at the St. Teresa of the Child Jesus Catholic Church of Saltibus. The body will be laid to rest at the Saltibus Cemetery. Special note: there will be a coaster available by the square across from Hobbies in Castries from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to transport persons to the funeral service and back to Castries. May her soul rest in perfect peace.